sports. It's in the game.
I can't believe it. They pulled it out. What a call. What a play. What a game.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. Hollywood Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run again with Hunt to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 27 yards. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. Purdy off the play fake. And this is incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And Purdy's throw there, taken in by Kittle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. 6-0 our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 4th down and 1. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Throwing here, Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Niners are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Moody good with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On play action, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 53 yards. And the Chiefs have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will.
It got his man complete. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them, because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
2 yards to go, second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. McCaffrey will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On the ground, McCaffrey, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Moody good with the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Hardman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Rolling to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it, and he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half, because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
102 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle, 40 yards. And the Niners had 6 to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Purdy will throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. So it'll be a touchback, and that ball will be placed at the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Here's Mahomes to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Pirine. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Work from the gun, Mahomes rolling to his right. And out of bounds right around the 20. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Play action. Now Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. They go play action here. Purdy. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Purdy. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
McCaffrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time.
He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Mahomes to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game. Bank Stadium. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson, first play, going to throw. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Henry up the middle. Jair Brown on the stop there. Here's a 2nd and 5. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Forced out to his left. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at the 34. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Fighting through pressure. And right away, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Now Purdy.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Back to throw, Purdy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Here's Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Moody good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
2nd and 7. Again to Henry. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Derrick Henry. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd down and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
switch it up here and look to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this will move the chains again, as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again, being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Sheds off the tackle.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Taking a shot for Samuel. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Purdy now to throw.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Blowing that play up for Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Niners have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 14-10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this one fielded in the end zone. It will be returned, so it'll come out to the 30.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now it's Henry. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, it's Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Yeah, good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Juwan Jennings,
28 yards.
And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They'll try and throw for it, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Jackson on first down, forced out to his left. There he goes, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Though, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Check.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Henry up the middle.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Inside handoff, Henry. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 35.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Purdy to throw.
His throw incomplete. Oh, a lot of contact right there. No call, maybe got away with one.
What are you doing questioning the contact on that play? Let them play. And, you know, it's a late-game situation. And I think that probably played into it. The officials, they want to let the players determine it down the stretch.
And it is caught.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Here's first and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Here's first down. One last shot for Jackson.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun close.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, there's a big hit right away as he's knocked down hard on the opening kickoff.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Henry running right. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Jackson looking to throw on third.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 4.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's 3rd and 3. Purdy looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers.
A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Racing to the end zone.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.